Every game within a series has the goal of building upon its predecessor. Given how well Rocksteady's Arkham City turned out, it's hard to imagine anything surpassing it. Not only does Arkham Knight manage to do so, but it's managed to become one of the finest games I've played in the last few years. Rather than being restricted to Arkham, the last installment of Rocksteady's franchise allows you to roam the entire city of Gotham. Race through the streets at blinding speed, jettison from rooftop to rooftop, or glide across the open city skyline. Your method of travel is yours to choose, at least for the most part, as you set out to conquer the villains of Gotham once more. While you're at it, take note of the atmosphere which surrounds the city. Undoubtedly, the play area is set on a much grander scale than any of the previous Arkham games, but so is the density of detail given, from the tortuous design of buildings to the intercepted radio communication of criminals below. It's clear that Rocksteady left nothing back at Wayne Manor. They wanted you to truly be the Batman. Don't worry though, for you won't always have to be playing as Bruce. You'll get a chance, if only briefly, to pummel your opponents with the likes of Robin, Nightwing, and Catwoman. The Bat family is back in full swing to stop the main protagonist Scarecrow, as he tries to unleash his fear toxin and rage on both the city and Batman. There's also a few surprises I'll leave for when you get a chance to play the game. During the majority of these team-ups, you'll come across the newest fighting mechanic Rocksteady has brewed up in the Batcave. Once you've reached a 10-hit combo, you'll be given the option to unleash a double takedown on any enemy of your choosing. Simply hit the left bumper, or L1, and you've just bagged yourself a criminal in acrobatic fashion. Outside of the tag team fights, the similar, yet all too satisfying combat that the series is known for makes its return. Some enemies bring a feeling of deja vu as their mechanics are identical to the previous games. But there are a few others that should help mix things up. Hope you brought the rubber gloves. To alleviate the headache of criminals, Arkham Knight brings in a total of 83 upgrades for both you and your toys. Reinforce Batman's armor, add a new combo to your repertoire, or give a bigger kick to your afterburner. There's a plethora of options to choose from, enough that you'll most likely need a second playthrough on New Game Plus if you want to fill them all in. Travel mechanics have seen an overhaul as well. With the introduction of a bigger playground, Batman not only gets to open his cape to the elements a bit more, but he also gets the chance to dust off the Batmobile. The vehicle won't only act as your travel companion. With the Riddler coming back for round 3, Batman will need to use it in a variety of ways to help solve many of the villain's puzzles. However, his won't be the only platforming puzzles you'll need to conquer. And let's not forget that Batman can control the vehicle remotely to help out in some, well, rather tight situations. There's also a healthy variety of side missions to occupy Batman's time. Dubbed Most Wanted, these missions task you with disabling militia vehicles, blockades, and mines, while others have you tracking down Gotham's top criminals. Although individual missions were unique, they faltered within themselves, as each required you to complete the same objective multiple times to fully close out the mission. Tracking down gun shipments or stopping robberies can become tiring when you have to do it 3 or 4 times. However, repetition isn't always a bad thing. Staples of the franchise make a triumphant return. Get a glimpse of crime scenes and other mischievous activity through detective mode. Solve the ever mind-bending puzzles set up by the Riddler, as there's over 200 in the city. And also take on previous villains and much, much more. Let's talk about one of the dark spots in the game, DLC. I feel rather disheartened by the choice Warner Bros. Made to slice up pieces of the game and bar them off in the form of retailer exclusives. But I did pre-order, so I received the Harley Quinn Arkham episode. I also purchased it from Amazon, so that means I missed out on quite a bit. The Red Hood Story DLC from GameStop, the Wayne Tech Booster Pack from Best Buy, the Harley Quinn Challenge Maps from Walmart, the Gotham's Future Skin Pack from Steam. Well, I think you get the picture. And that's not even the end of the list. I can't help but wonder what I'm missing out on. Although the Harley Quinn story was finished in a mere 15 minutes, it's still disappointing. This dismembering of the game fits the track record for the previous entries in the series, but that doesn't make it okay. At what point do we say it's gone too far? All the DLC I didn't get my hands on will be included in the $40 season pass, along with the unreleased content. Looking repetition aside, and the butchered bonus content, Arkham Knight still becomes the pinnacle of the series. As Arkham Asylum and Arkham City each made me want more once it was done, Arkham Knight left me with the feeling of finality, at least as far as the story of Gotham goes. Rocksteady has gone on record that this will be their final Batman game, but they also left a trail of goodies that might clue us in on what the future holds. mentions of Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Superman, and others left me wondering if a Justice League game was coming next. One can only hope.